All right. Hey, folks. My name is, well, I have a bunch of them. My traditional name is Gitga'at. That came at a feast in 2021. And I'm Tsimshian. I'm a songwriter and a musician from a place called Saltwater. You can find that on the map by looking up Prince Rupert, BC, Canada. I play a whole bunch of different instruments, but today I'm going to be playing just a couple fiddle tunes to start, and then we'll get into the music that I perform more regularly nowadays under the stage moniker Saltwater Hank. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I've got a couple of fiddles here. This one is tuned in calico, but down a step. This is a tuning that I first heard by Métis fiddler Stan Bolio. He's way up north from Northwest Territories, and this is actually a tune of his. There's so many versions of this tune. If you look up the duck dance, there's like, yeah, plenty of versions. A lot of them are very dissimilar from each other, and this is the one that yeah, comes from him. But there's, if you check out the one from Old Crow, which is another northern community, that one is much different from this one. So Stan Bolio's duck dance. Stanley Bolio's duck dance. I can put this one down because it'll take a lot longer to switch tunings with these things. This fiddle here is actually, I just got it. It was a gift from a friend. It's an old Strad copy, over 100 years old, classic thing. This one was actually my great-great-grandmother's fiddle. She was a dance fiddler, Cree, from Selkirk, Manitoba. Died a very long time ago. And yeah, took this fiddle to a luthier who fixed it up for me. And yeah, it's just a cool piece of my my mom's side of the family's history. So yeah, it turned out that my great-grandma was great-great-grandma was a dance fiddler out that way, and I'll play you a tune, a version of a tune that she would undoubtedly had played on this thing so long ago. It's called the Red River Jig, but I I learned this version. There's also so many versions of this one out there. I learned this version when I was visiting Dawson City, Yukon. By I was invited to do a workshop, conduct a workshop at this festival called the Moosehide Gathering, and Peter Menzies sat down and shared this tune with me. So it's like I said, a lot different from, pretty much every fiddler has their version of the Red River Jig, super popular Métis dance tune. This is the one that I learned from Peter. Red River Jig. That was a fun little tune. I'm gonna actually pick up the guitar now. We'll say bye-bye to the fiddle and play you some stuff that I've written. So the language group that I belong to is the Tsimshian language family, Tsimshianic language family. So I've dedicated a whole bunch of time over I don't know how many years now learning the language and writing music in it most recently, and just came out with an album last year. Well, this year, but feels like last year. We've been going so hard all over the place, playing shows and tours and festivals and stuff like that with this record, and wrote it entirely in Somalic language, which is, the language itself is pretty unrelated to anything around it. It includes the Tsimshian people, the Gitga'at, and the Gitga'at. And I'll have to tell you what I'm talking about on here. But I know some folks out in Alaska will undoubtedly recognize what I'm saying. So the first song that I'm going to play for you. Could join along if you have an instrument. Go ahead. Is a song called Bawas, and what that creature is some people down south know of it as Bigfoot, but our word for that is Bawas, and there's a bunch of them that live around where I live. It's not so much something that is a like a story or a myth. We have oral histories that date back who knows how many generations about living amongst these beings and feasting with them and things of that nature. So the song, the chorus says, Gilom I de lip lob. Don't throw rocks at me, which is something that they're known to do if you're hanging around with them, hanging around in their territory. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that one, also, yeah, just as I sang the last verse there, remember the story that is attached to that. So what I said was, Akadi Hisaredum Ksanach and the Tsali. I don't want you to breathe in my face, which is another thing that people talk about being more of a scary interaction with those creatures, which is something that my great grandfather on my dad's side experienced one time, where he met one while he was out walking by himself, and yeah, sure enough, it like came right up to him and breathed in his face, and he lost consciousness. It's pretty wild. Yeah, I'll get into another one here. This one is about the kind of the sequence of natural occurring events that we watch for whenever harvest time is upon us. So In this song, I mentioned that we wait for the seaweed to be done, because we're ocean-dwelling people. Wait for the seaweed to be done before picking the cedar bark, which actually I'll show you. A little show and tell. Segue, not so much a segue, this is very unplanned. I'll reach over here. There's a basket. There's a little cedar basket. Oh yeah, this is a cedar bark basket. I did not make this one, but I did make this one. So similar. These are really big warps. Warps are these things. But yeah. So we use this for everything. Absolutely everything. That cedar bark was harvested this summer. Right now it's just about the time that it's okay to use it. But yeah, there's a protocol around harvesting cedar bark. And that is that we wait till the seaweed is done. The reason we do that is because when you're drying the seaweed, ooh, light flicker, it's windy here, real windy. Hopefully the lights don't go out. Yeah, if you pick the seaweed and you dry it, the old people say that if you are too quick to pick the cedar bark before the seaweed's done drying, so we sun dry it, of course, but it'll bring the rains. The rain will come and you won't be able to dry your seaweed. Another part of this song, the main focus of the song, I guess, is the phrase "ni willow wild." You'll often hear that by the old people back home. They'll say that when they, to emphasize something that they just talked at great length about, because it means that's how it happens, that's how it goes, that's what it is, that's how it is. Interchangeable, I guess, depending on context. But that's what Ni willow out is. Ni willow out. And yeah, what else can I tell you about this song? We really respect the weather. Weather is something that we, when it's awful, we don't go out in. Fair weather people. So even when it comes to like picking berries, if it's a rough day, you want to let the weather do its thing, and then, it's actually more pleasant to do it that way. And then the other part of this is the Semikisk, which is, in English, that's the Swainson's thrush. When that song starts to happen, then we're able to know that the salmon berries are ready to pick. Salmon berries are delicious, if you don't know what they are, or if you haven't had them. I don't know where else they grow other than the Northwest Coast. Yeah, that's what this song is about. It's called Ni willow out. I'll use the pick on this one. There we go. Yep. Meanwhile. Yeah, the next song that I'm gonna do is a reworked traditional song that comes from Tashkiyu. That's the village that I belong to, and it was last recorded. Well, yeah, I think the only time that it was recorded was in the 70s. A linguist by the name of Margaret Anderson went to our community well before I was born to document our language, which, you know, I would add that only 72 or 73 people speak it nowadays fluently as their first language. So yeah, this work was being done in the 70s, and Margaret recorded a bunch of songs. One of them was from my great-grandma's sister, Violet, and the song is what people refer to as an open use song. So back home there are songs that are owned by clans. So, you know, we're arranged by Raven, Eagle, and Blackfish, Killer Whale clan. And I belong to the Eagle clan. So did my great-grandmother and her sister. And it is a culture of matrilineal descent. So everything's passed down through the mother. So anyways, this song is a song that is can be sung by anybody, to put it plainly. So I heard this song, really loved it, and just kept it the same tempo that she sung it at, and put it on the record that I just released, and added some guitar chords to it. But it was originally sung a cappella. Yeah, it's called Ndo'oyan. The translation of it isn't like a bright little sunny happy song. They call it a love song in this little book that was like part of this, you know, the early stages of bringing our language back. And you know, amongst all of these translated children's songs was this one, and it means go on and go and walk away. It was apparently composed by somebody that was jealous over a lover of theirs. So maybe I'll do it with my I call this song Waye Tua, which is something that is said when you talk to a fish while you're, you know, letting letting a line down with a bunch of hooks on it, or what have you, fishing for ground fish on the ocean. Yeah, I learned this phrase "wayechua," and from my grandpa. He said that when he would go out fishing with his grandpa, he would say, when he's letting the line out, "Wayechua, watidum gabi wikayet," which telling the fish that enticing it to bite the hook by saying to it, "I will never eat a bullhead." Which, a bullhead is those big, large-headed, not very much meat on them. Kind of like a suckerfish, but ocean-dwelling, real big things. They got a big mouth, a bunch of teeth, but yeah, basically just saying to whatever ground fish, be it lingcod or rockfish or halibut, that it's much more delicious than one of those. So you'll hear me say in this song, "Wayechua." Simpanflag nagoralim a'aileragak Dixigyoat Alaksula Wayechua. Sisaken at claimed how you had need one to give the dark to get a Cool. Thanks for listening.